It's in the center circle, the toss, the tap, and it's won by Cal Poly. The Mustangs will operate right to left in the opening half of basketball. Great to have you with us on a Thursday night in San Luis Obispo. Mark Crow on the right side plays it up top to Joe Alexander, who hands off to Marcellus Garrick with 15 to shoot. Cal Poly, they've scored over 75 points in 3 straight games for the first time in 2 years. Crow, a turnaround right-hand hook from the left block. It wiggles out, and Evan Leonard, the junior, has the rebound for UC Irvine. Anteaters have won 11 in a row, haven't lost in conference play on the road as Robert Cartwright gets to the cup with the left hand, off the window and in. Irvine draws first blood. Mustangs have pushed the tempo the last 3 games. That's why they've had so much more success on the offensive end. Fields a left-hand dribble into the paint, off-balance layup off the left side of the backboard, and Tommy Rutherford clears for Irvine. They want to push the pace as well. Evan Leonard bobbles in the corner, finds Cartwright all alone on the left wing, and he splashes home the triple. It's a 5-0 start for the Anteaters of UC Irvine.
Yeah, and they're starting out. Irvine's in his own defense, and Cal Poly's just got to be patient, try and get the ball in the paint, get some paint touches, and then kick it out for some open shots here. But Irvine's first 2 shots have been a little bit too easy. They need to play a little bit better defense.
Cartwright has all 5. Fields along 2 from inside the right wing is hard off the heel. And a flat-footed rebound for the junior Tommy Rutherford. Arcing pass to the front court from Cartwright to Jonathan Galloway. Low post left side. He spins around Garoza, gets to the rim with the right hand, and earns himself a trip to the foul line. Very aggressive getting to the rim early, the Anteaters of UC Irvine. They average 71 points per game, which is middle of the pack in the Big West, but they're really good defensively. A Big West best 63 points per game against. That's top 20 nationally out of 353 Division I teams.
Yeah, again, they're very long and athletic, and they're in a zone defense, so clearly they're going to try and prevent Cal Poly from getting some open looks from the three-point line, and they're basically challenging Cal Poly to get the ball inside. So whether Cal Poly scores or not, they still have to get the ball in the paint somehow.
Jonathan Galloway, 59% foul line shooter, misses the first. He bends his knees, an awkward motion as he drains the second. And it's a 6-0 start for the Anteaters in San Luis Obispo. Joe Alexander comes across the green time stripe inside the Mott Athletic Center. UC Irvine still in the zone defense. He moves to his left, finds Crow. He lets it fly off the right side of the rim. Offensive rebound momentarily for Carles Garoza, but it's taken away by Cartwright. Cartwright arcs the pass to the left side for Leonard, and his heel was out of bounds. UC Irvine has turned it over for the first time tonight.
You know, just noticed something on the other thing that makes Irvine so tough defensively is they've got Jonathan Galloway playing out on the point in their zone defense. So you got their longest player with the longest arms patrolling the point.
It's a 6-0 lead for UC Irvine in the early going. Almost 2 minutes off the clock in the opening half. Garoza, low post left side, spins around Rutherford, but misses the left-hand layup off the glass and off the front of the rim.
That was Cal Poly's best look so far.
Rutherford puts his weapon back in his holster, thought about the 3 from up top. Now he receives the entry pass from Hazard and scores off the window. 8-0 UC Irvine. And you wondered how the Mustangs would come out of the gate tonight with all the news that came forth yesterday. And well, they have not started well at home. 17:35 left to play in the opening half. Marcellus Garrick down the right side of the lane to the cup with the right hand. He's fouled on the way up, and he'll shoot a couple of free throws. Sellis coming off a career performance last time out in a loss at Long Beach State. Dropped 30 on the 49ers. And since Cal Poly has gone to this up-tempo approach on the offensive end, over the last 3 games, he's averaged 21 points.
Yeah, and that fits right into his style of play. And like Coach Hansen said in the pregame, I mean, Cal Poly's just playing a little more free, and the offense is a little more flowing and less sort of running plays and thinking and just kind of reacting, and Sellis is good at that.
Sellis was 10 for 10 at the foul line against Long Beach State, and now he's made 20 in a row at the foul stripe as he goes 2 for 2. The Mustangs are on the board. They trail UC Irvine 8-2, 17-25 first half. Anteaters left to right in the opening 20 minutes of basketball. Leonard up top, catch and shoot triple on the way. It's good. Their second made triple of the opening 3 minutes inside the Mott Athletic Center. And Evan Leonard, their leading scorer from a year ago, shoots 39% from the perimeter this season. 11-2 lead for UC Irvine.
Yeah, and Galloway's a great passer. They get the ball in the paint. He just kicked it out to Leonard, who was wide open.
Fields in the right corner being watched by Robert Cartwright. Takes a left-hand dribble to the elbow. He fades, he fires, he misses off the right side of the rim. Another rebound for Tommy Rutherford. He's boxed out well here in the early going. Max Hazard down the left baseline, loses the ball. It's taken away by Garrick. Second UCI turnover. Mustangs will push the pace. Fields up the right sideline, terminates his dribble, Centers it to Garrick. Garrick, a left-hand dribble into the paint, to the rim with the left hand. Too strong off the window, off the right side of the rim. Long rebound for Robert Cartwright. He comes up the right sideline for UCI. Takes a left-hand dribble to the foul line. Entry pass to Galloway. Turnaround left-hand hook is short. And Mark Crow grabs the flat-footed rebound. Up the right side of the floor comes Alexander from the wing to the lane to the cup with the right hand. Off the window and in.
And that's exactly what Cal Poly needs to do, is push it when they get the rebound. They don't want to have to go against that set defense.
Irvine by a touchdown, 11-4. Almost 4 minutes off the clock of the opening half of basketball. First points for Job Alexander. First made field goal for Cal Poly. Cartwright stops on the right elbow. Centers it to Hazard, who bounces to Galloway, who plays it back to Hazard. A three off the front of the rim. He's one for his last 11 from deep. Long rebound to Fields. Arcing pass to the front court for Garrick, who gets to the rim and lays it up and in off the backboard.
Very nice.
Mustangs have scored the last 4. Garrick has 4 in the early going. It's 11-6 UC Irvine. Next whistle, our first time out on the floor. Hazard sends a left-hand push pass to Leonard on the left wing, who plays it to Cartwright in the corner. Now a bounce pass low left to Rutherford. Picked up by Crow. Back out for Cartwright. His three off the front of the rim, and it ricochets to Marcellus Garrett. Garrett will bring it across the midcourt logo inside the Mott Athletic Center. Crow all alone. Right corner three. It's good.
And great find there by Donovan Fields. Mark Crow was wide open.
A 7-0 run for Cal Poly, and Russell Turner is incredulous.
Well, he's mad at his players for not finding Mark Crow, number one. But Cal Poly's doing a really nice job of pushing the tempo here on the defensive rebound after they get the defensive rebound.
Now they trailed 11-2 early. They've scored the last 7, and with 15:26 left to play, Russell Turner takes a timeout. We'll take it with him on the Cal Poly Sports Network from Learfield IMG College. Opening half of basketball sponsored by Go RVing. Go all out when you go RVing. Make plans to see your team outscore, outshoot, and outplay at every game this season. Plan your epic RV road trip at GoRVing.com. 7-0 run for the Mustangs, causing UC Irvine head coach Russell Turner to take a timeout. 15-20 opening half, 11-9. The Anteaters lead. Spencer Rivers, Colin Welp, Elston Jones come off the bench for UCI. Same 5 on the floor for the Mustangs. Spencer Rivers, the youngest son of LA Clippers head coach Doc Rivers. He puts his gun back in his holster, stops at the foul line, gets it to Hazard, straight on 3, wide left. It ricochets to Crow. Here come the Mustangs. Fields down the center of the floor. He draws a foul and hits the deck.
You know, Donovan got bailed out there a little bit. He was going about 100 miles an hour, and the ball was only going about 90 miles an hour. He was a little bit out of control there, but he got bailed out.
Second team foul on UC Irvine. Tuukka Jakala, the freshman from Finland, will take the place of Karlis Karosa, the sophomore from Latvia. 14:57 shows on the opening half clock. 26 remains on the shot clock after the foul was called on UCI. Mark Crow thought about the right corner 3. On a couple of hops, gets it to Alexander. A left-hand dribble into the paint to the rim with the left hand. It wiggles out. The ball batted around, and Welp, the redshirt freshman from Seattle, has it for UC Irvine. Welp averages just over 8 points per game coming off the bench. It's been a nice redshirt freshman campaign for the 6'8 forward. Elston Jones, low post right side, running left-hand hook is all Cotton.
Yeah, that was a nice move. Got the ball a little bit too deep there.
Elston Jones spent his first 2 years at Utah State, spent his last couple here at UC Irvine. And that stops the bleeding for the time being. Anteaters push their lead to 4, 13-9, 14-15 opening half. Mark Crow on the left wing, blows by Welp, gets to the rim with the right hand. The ball deflected, misses everything. Robert Cartwright has it for the Anteaters. Gets it to Welp up top. Now he plays it left side. Hazard comes down the baseline, feeds Elston Jones, picked up by the much smaller Garrick, but he misses the turnaround right hand hook with his offhand, which is his right hand. It's off the front of the rim. Sellis grabs the miss. Donovan Fields, a right-hand dribble down the lane to the cup with the right hand. He misses. The ball tapped skyward over the backboard. Last touched by UC Irvine.
Yeah, Cal Poly's doing actually a good job of penetrating and getting to the rim, but they've missed a few shots at the rim. They haven't been easy shots. They've been contested shots, but I like the fact that they are attacking.
Kubanijo, who did not play at Long Beach State, has taken the place of Job Alexander. J.C. Butler, son of former NBA All-Star Karan Butler, checks in for UC Irvine, along with Evan Leonard re-entering for the Anteaters. 13-9, Anteaters lead in the early going, 13:49 opening half. Nijo triggers in, finds Sellis all alone. Right wing triple in the air, he got it.
Nice play there. Nice call play on the out of bounds to get Garrick that open look.
Now Sellis picking right back up where he left off inside the Walter Pyramid. He had a 30-piece last Saturday. He has 7 of the first 12 for Cal Poly. They pull within a point. Irvine scored the first 6, went up by as many as 9. Leonard to the rim with the right hand. Boy, he's explosive, and he scores off the backboard.
I tell you, he's got some serious hops. That was a really, really nice move.
Irvine by 3, 15-12 over Cal Poly. Almost 7 minutes off the clock of the opening half. Fields on the right side takes a left-hand dribble inside the foul line, gets it to Garrick in the corner. He dribbles inside the arc, terminates, finds Nijo on the left wing, who moves to his right. Now Fields on the right wing, being watched by Leonard. Nijo out to set a screen. Now he dives into the paint. Fields one-on-one with Leonard. High steps down the lane, stops on the right block, and scores off the window.
Wow, great play by Donovan in traffic.
Fields is on the board. He had missed his first 4 shots, now 1 for 5 from the field. And it's 15-14 UCI. Evan Leonard on the right side. Bounces low post right side to Jones. Picked up by Yakla. He plays it back to Leonard in rhythm for 3, and he got it again.
Yeah, Cal Poly just can't give him any space. He's just such a good shooter. They're really going to have to get in his jersey on defense.
Well, with Yasu Worku and John Edgar Jr. in street clothes for UC Irvine, Evan Leonard's going to have to step it up, and he has. Garrick left wing triple, wide right. It ricochets to the man of the opening minutes, Evan Leonard. 18-14 UCI. Rivers up the left side of the floor. He bounces left baseline for Jones. He holds at his belt buckle, puts it on the deck, draws the double team, plays it top side to Leonard. Another 3 in the air, and he splashes it home again.
Yeah, he's feeling it, you know. And one thing about the Mott Athletic Center, this is a great shooter's gym. And right now, Evan Leonard is on fire.
Fields a left-hand dribble, a jump stop in the paint, plays it to the right wing for Crow. Crow takes a left-hand dribble into the paint, and it's taken away by Leonard. A 2-on-1 for UCI. Leonard from the wing to the lane, entry pass, Welp scores off the window, and Joe Calero wants to talk things over. A quick 8-0 run for UC Irvine. Evan Leonard was involved in every sequence. A couple of made triples for the junior from Cerritos, then the steal and the assist to cause the Mustang 10th-year head coach to take his first charged timeout of the night. 11:47 remains in the opening half of basketball. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. UC Irvine leads Cal Poly 23-14 on the Cal Poly Sports Network from Learfield IMG College. Well, the first meeting between these two teams 2 weeks ago, a 27-point victory for UC Irvine. They shot over 70% in the opening half. Never let Cal Poly have a chance in that game. In fact, they got out to a 13-0 start inside the Brent Event Center 14 days ago. And they have shot the lights out again here in the early going. 9 for 14 from the floor and 4 for 7 from the perimeter.
Yeah, and when they're making shots, Cal Poly can't get out in transition.
Fields a circus shot off the window and in as he hits the deck. Into the paint went the senior from Newburgh, New York. He has 4 points in the opening half. That stops the 8-0 run. 23-16. Welp down the left side of the lane. Rejected at the cup by Hank Hollingsworth. Fields up the left side from the wing to the lane to the cup. He throws off another off-balance shot. Scores off the glass again.
Boy, what body control. He is amazing. I mean, he got bumped and actually was going away from the basket and somehow banked it in.
A couple of shots that belong under a circus tent. 23-18. The Mustangs back within 5. 9 minutes off the clock of the opening half. Elston Jones, low post right side, puts it on the deck. One-on-one with Yakala. The turnaround right-hand hook off the backboard, off the rim, and an over-the-back foul whistled on Colin Welp.
Yeah, pretty good defense there by Tuukka Yakala. He's out weighed by quite a bit there, but he's so long, and he does a really good job of staying low defense. So nice contest there, caused the miss, and Cal Poly gets the over-the-back foul.
Third team foul on the Anteaters of UC Irvine. Job Alexander will run the show right to left for the Mustangs in their home white uniforms with the copper and forest green trim. Alexander down the lane. His off-balance shot off the window and in.
My goodness, Cal Poly is doing an outstanding job of penetrating against that defense.
It's a 6-0 run for the Mustangs. 3-point game inside the MAC. Rivers in the right corner, picked up by Nijo, moves to his left, takes a left-hand dribble to the foul line, terminates, finds Hazard. He comes down the lane to the rim with the left hand, off the right side of the rim. Tap back, no good. Another offensive rebound. Up top, Darian Traylor all alone. And the fourth-year junior from Vegas gets in on the act. It's the fifth made triple for UCI in the opening half of basketball.
Yeah, good defense by Cal Poly there. That sometimes the best time to get a three-point shot is on a long rebound like that or a kick out.
26-20. Shots are falling from the perimeter early for UC Irvine. Kubanijo puts his gun back in his holster. Euro steps down the lane. His floater off the right side of the rim. And the rebound controlled by the best rebounder in UCI history, Jonathan Galloway. Making more history tonight. We'll touch on that later. 26-20. Foul away from the basketball. And it's on Cal Poly. And the Mustangs have gone much larger with the 6'10 Hollingsworth and the 6'10 Yakala on the floor at the same time.
And I think Garoza is going to check in for Yakala, so they'll still be 6'10", 6'9".
Now Bill Vinovich, the lead official of tonight's three-man crew, I believe he just called a double foul.
He did. And as is often is the case, both coaches are unhappy with that.
Donovan Fields takes a seat. He had connected on his last 3 shots from the floor. Jared Rice, the redshirt freshman from Modesto, takes his place. 26-20 UCI Anteaters have the basketball. Low post right side, here's Rutherford working on Garoza. His back to the basket. Turnaround right-hand hook off the left side of the rim. Ball batted around, another offensive rebound for Galloway. They're top 15 nationally in total rebounds. Cal Poly will have to control the boards tonight, and a foul away from the basketball on Carlis Garoza, the third on the Mustangs, and the second on the sophomore from Latvia.
I tell you, that is a great physical matchup in the low block. Garoza against Tommy Rutherford. I mean, both of them are very, very physical.
Calero's going to get Mark Crow off the bench, and the Mustangs are going to get a little bit smaller as the 6'8 Garoza heads to the bench in favor of the 6'5 Mark Crow.
And that's because Carlos has 2 fouls.
Robert Cartwright inbounds the basketball. Low right, Rutherford working on the much smaller Crow, takes advantage of the mismatch and scores with the left-hand hook.
Yeah, he is really good. I mean, he's very patient down there in the low block, and he gets so wide, it's just hard to defend down there.
Anteaters have scored the last 5, 28-20, 9-13 opening half. Jared Rice on the right side, moves around a screen set by Hollingsworth. Now a left-hand dribble to the foul line. He backpedals to the wing, loses the basketball, regains control, delivers a chest pass to the left corner. Alexander cuts down the baseline, finds Hollingsworth on the right block, but it's taken away. Tommy Rutherford with the leather larceny for UC Irvine. The Mustangs have turned it over. Darian Traylor cuts across the lane, feeds Galloway in the low post on the right side. He loses the ball. It's picked up by Traylor in the corner. 15 to shoot for UCI. Hazard down the right side of the lane, kicks it to the right side for Cartwright. Spinning shot off the window and in.
Wow, very high degree of difficulty. You know, that's great defensive sequence by Cal Poly, but Irvine was very patient. They have such a good mix of big guys on the inside and quick guys on the outside.
Anteaters take a double-figure lead as Traylor knocks the ball out of the hands of Kubanijo. Kuba heads to the bench, as does Jared Rice. Very quick rest for Donovan Fields, who can't afford to be on the bench for long and must win games down the stretch.
Yeah, and with Rice and Job Alexander at the same time, you really don't have any outside threats.
So it's Alexander Fields, Crow, Yakala, and Hollingsworth. Mustangs large in the low post and have some shooting on the outside. Alexander up top. Shot clock hits single figures. He dives into the paint, finds Crow from the right wing. It's straight but strong. Long offensive rebound to Alexander, taken away by Darian Traylor. A 4-on-2 for UCI. Hazard to the rim with the left hand. Rejected out of bounds by Mark Crow.
Wow, great defense. The crowd here in the MAC like that play. They're excited.
They're getting anxious.
Yeah, Cal Poly just has to do the best they can and really dig in on defense and get some stops so they can get out and run on offense.
In comes Solomon Riddell, local product, born in Los Osos, spent a couple of years at Morro Bay High School, finished up in Pennsylvania. He has a ton of friends and family in attendance tonight. Galloway, low post left side, plays it to the left wing for Traylor. A right-hand dribble into the paint. He feeds Galloway to the rack with the right hand, off the window and in.
Nice pass.
The Irvine lead grows to a dozen, 32-20, 7:50 left to play in the opening half of basketball. Alexander comes up the left side, being watched by Traylor. He moves to his right, stops inside the arc, loses the ball, and it's taken away by Galloway. UCI forcing Cal Poly into another turnover. Cartwright stops from 5 feet away and drains the right baseline jumper. Joe Calero takes a timeout. UC Irvine has gone up by 2 touchdowns over Cal Poly inside the Mott Athletic Center. 7:33 left to play in the opening half on the Cal Poly Sports Network from Learfield IMG College. Your local Orkin franchise would like to remind you that bugs are foul. Since (9-8-8) today. Orkin. Pest Control down to a side. It's Chris Sylvester with Alex Lambertson. Great to have you with us. Thursday night basketball inside the Mott Athletic Center. UC Irvine has gone on an 11-0 run, causing Joe Calero to take his second time out of the opening half. They lead by 14, 34-20. 7:30 shows on the first half clock, and Mark Crow will bring the basketball across the green time stripe. Mustangs are going to look for answers. They've turned over the basketball last couple of trips down the floor, playing Fields off the ball. He takes a left-hand dribble into the paint, bounces for Hollingsworth, who loses the ball, gets it back, puts it on the deck. Right-hand layup is off the bottom of the rim, saved in bounds by Galloway, and it trickles off the fingertips of Hazard to the front court. A pocket pass to a cutting Traylor. Boy, that was pretty. He lays it in off the window. It's a 16-point lead for UCI.
And as much as Cal Poly wants to run when they get a defensive rebound, they have to really get back quickly when Irvine gets a defensive rebound, because Irvine is really fast.
Fields stops and starts, dribbles underneath the basket, put in handcuffs by Galloway, gets it topside to Crow, plays it back to Fields on the right side, an elbow jumper in the air, straight put strong, hard off the heel, and the rebound saved in bounds by Darian Traylor of UCI. Hazard up the center of the floor, takes a left-hand dribble down the lane, centers it to Robert Cartwright, who gets it to the right side for Traylor. Give and go to Galloway. Right hand floater is all cotton. They go up 18.
Yeah, and they're on fire right now. They're getting good shots and they're making. Cal Poly needs to somehow stop the bleeding here. They got to score on this end.
Once upon a time it was 23-20. Now it's 38-20. 6:15 first half. Fields to the rim with the left hand, earns himself a trip to the foul line. Boy, he's so good in the air around the rim against anybody.
Yeah, that's true, and he's also smart. I mean, Cal Poly's really struggling to hit an outside shot, so he thought, you know what, I'll take it to the rim and get fouled. Good veteran play there.
So Donovan Fields spending his final week inside the Mott Athletic Center. This one against UC Irvine tonight, and to close out the regular season against UC Santa Barbara on Saturday night as Cubanizzo checks into the ball game. He replaces Hank Hollingsworth.
And Irvine has a hockey change here. They got 4 new players in the game.
J.C. Butler, Colin Welp, Evan Leonard, and Elston Jones back in for Russell Turner's bunch. Fields drains the first of 2 at the foul line, 81% this season, and he goes 2 for 2. A team high 8 points for the senior from Newburgh, New York.
Now Cal Poly's going to see, they got to put together a couple stops here on the defensive end.
6:05 first half, 38-22 UCI. Leonard up top, being watched by Sellet. Gets it to the left side for Welp, who makes an extra pass to Cartwright. It's back to Welp. Now top side Butler gets it to the right side for Evan Leonard. Up top, Welp picked up by Nijo. Spins down the lane to the cup with the right hand, high off the window and in.
Boy, they're making everything. They're making easy shots. They're making tough shots. That was a tough shot.
18-point lead for UCI. Fields on the right side, lets it fly. The 3 in the air off the left side of the rim. And Evan Leonard gets the rebound for UCI. He sprints up the center of the floor, finds Welp up top, who gets it to the left side for Robert Cartwright. They move the ball so well, they move it so quickly. Welp has it in the paint and scores off the window with his left hand. So Irvine has gone up 20, 42-22, 5:15 left in the first half. Sellis on the left wing, crossover dribble into the paint, stops inside the foul line, draws a bump, scores, and they count it.
You know, what's interesting is I thought he should have shot at least twice earlier in that possession, but he was patient. He was determined to get it closer to the basket, and he's got a chance at an and one here. Cal Poly, oh, sorry about that, Chris.
No, I was just to say, Sellis now leads the Mustangs with 9 points, and he's 20 for his last 20 at the foul line. He gets 1 on the house here.
Cal Poly has to somehow figure out how to stop Irvine on the defensive end. I don't know how many shots in a row Irvine's made, but it seems like they've made about 10 in a row.
Spencer Rivers is back in replacing Evan Leonard for UC Irvine.
Sal, you got 25.
42-24, the Anteaters lead. 5:10 left to play in the first half. UCI has shot 62% from the floor. Sellis misses his first free throw in 4 games, and Colin Welp has the flat-footed rebound for UCI. Cal Poly as a team now 4 for 5 from the stripe in the opening half. 5 minutes left to play. 42-24 UCI. Rivers up top, moves to his right, backpedals to the wing, plays it topside to Welp, who gets it to the left side for Cartwright, being watched by Fields. He moves to his right, now picked up by Crow. A right-hand dribble down the lane to the cup of the left hand. He misses the layup, an offensive rebound, and the putback for Welp, who has the last 6 for UCI.
Yeah, Welp is very long, and he really pursues the ball. And Irvine as a team is a really good offensive rebounding team.
Cal Poly getting beat up on the boards in the opening half to the tune of 20-9. Mark Crow down the left baseline, gets it to the right corner. Sellis a 3 in the air. It's an air ball. Too strong. Offensive rebound, Garoza. Shot clock doesn't reset. He holds at his belt. Being watched by Elston Jones. Gets it to the corner. Crow raises from distance and knocks down the 3.
Yeah, I liked about that is Garoza was really patient. I mean, he probably held that ball for about 6 seconds before he made that pass.
Cal Poly as a team 3 for 8 from the perimeter. Mark Crow owns 2 of the makes. 44-27 coming off an atrocious night from beyond the arc. He was 1 for 10 from the distance at Long Beach State. Running left-hand hook off the back of the rim. Welp and UCI, they finally miss. And Mark Crow has the rebound. Up the right side comes Field. From the wing to the lane to the cup with the left hand. He misses the layup. Off the right side of the rim, Elston Jones has the rebound. Field slips and falls as Cartwright blows by him. Entry pass for Welp. Out of bounds, last touched by Cal Poly. And a timeout on the floor with 3:44 left to play before halftime. UC Irvine, Big West regular season champs here in 2019. They lead the Mustangs in San Luis Obispo 44-27 on the Cal Poly Sports Network from Learfield IMG College. whether you slow down the tempo or speed up the tempo, it is not easy to beat UC Irvine in 2019. They're 25-5 overall, 13-1 in the Big West. They wrapped up the regular season conference crown a couple of weeks ago. They've won 11 games in a row. Their lone conference loss came early in January at home to Long Beach State. And unfortunately, the non-conference wins that maybe in other years over St. Mary's and Texas A&M would have given them an opportunity at an at-large. Neither of those teams look like they're going to get to the NCAA tournament. So UC Irvine, at the very least, they're promised a bid into the NIT, but this team, they are well built to win 3 games in 3 days next week. They have the basketball out of the timeout, up 44-27, 3:30 left in the first half. J.C. Butler bounces low post left side. Welp works around Alexander. The left-hand hook is off the front of the rim, but another offensive rebound. Hazard up top drains the triple.
You know, the last 4 minutes, Chris, Irvine has out-rebounded Cal Poly 9-0. And that has led to this 20-point lead here.
Yep, they match their largest lead. Fields a left-hand dribble into the paint, delivers a chest pass to the left side. Alexander's running right-hander off the front of the rim. Elston Jones has the rebound. He gets it to the left side. Hazard finds Welp on the right side. He backpedals to the right baseline. Finds Rivers in the corner. He holds high above his head, moves to his left, centers it to Hazard. In rhythm 3 off the front of the rim. It bounces to Welp. Mustangs are still 0 for on the boards, and the putback is good.
I think that's 11 in a row. Cal Poly has to rebound. I mean, Velp, since he's come in, he's I don't want to say he's taken over the game, but he's involved in every play on both ends of the floor.
He's putting together an impressive first half, that's for sure. 49-27. Alexander backpedals to the left elbow. Gets it to the right for Garrick. He spins into the paint. Off-balance shot with the right hand, and it settles in for Marcellus Garrick. 49-29. 2:20 left to play in the first half of basketball inside the Mott Athletic Center. Welp sends a head-high pass to the left side. Hazard catches, he shoots, he drains the triple.
Boy, everybody's scoring for Irvine.
That's their 7th made 3 of the opening half. Sellis down the lane, up and under, misses the shot. It was rejected out of bounds by Welp. 2:07 left to play in the first half. 24 on the timer. Robert Cartwright and Tommy Rutherford check back in, replacing Max Hazard and Colin Welp.
Yeah, it's nice to see Velp go to the bench there. It's looked like his dad there. I think his dad, if I'm not mistaken, is the all-time leading scorer at University of Washington.
Well, he was the Pac-10 Player of the Year back in '86. Father Christian Welp. Garrick raises from the right corner. It nicks off the left side of the rim and ricochets to Rivers. Here comes Cartwright. He knocks over Fields' offensive foul.
See if Cal Poly can get this down. Really, they're down.
15,
I mean, yeah, 15.
Yeah.
If they can get it down to 15, that would be. These next 2 minutes are important because if it goes the other way, then it's going to be ugly. But if Cal Poly can get a few stops here and get this down to 15, it's somewhat manageable.
52-49 with 1:55 left to play in the first half. Job Alexander crosses the green type stripe for the Mustangs of Cal Poly. They operate right to left in the opening 20 minutes. Marcellus Garrick sends the entry pass to the left baseline. Alexander backing down on Rivers. Sends an arcing pass to the right corner for Nijo, who misses the triple, and it's out of bounds, last touched by Carly Scarosa. Mustangs have had some decent looks from the perimeter, but they're 3 for 9, and that's not going to get it done when UC Irvine's 7 for 11.
Yeah, and that was a great look, actually. Kuba was wide open. That's a shot that you would think he'd normally make, but
Elston Jones is out. You hear the contingent of Solomon Riddell fans, redshirt freshman from Los Osos in North San Luis Obispo County. He's back in. He had 6 points in the first meeting. Hazard lobs for Rutherford, and he thunders it home with 2 hands.
that was a called play. Nice call.
Tommy Rutherford slipped through the back door, and nobody was home for Cal Poly. 25-point lead for UCI. Fields gets from the wing to the lane to the cup with the right hand, scores off the window and give him one on the house. 8th team foul on UCI, and Fields will have a chance at the 3-point play the old-fashioned way at the foul stripe. And the foul on Riddell. UCI Irvine, 2 of their top contributors in Yasu Worku and John Edgar Jr., and they have not missed a beat.
No, I'm sitting here thinking, you know, if I'm the coach, what am I, you know, what adjustments am I going to make? But the reality is Irvine's just such a really good basketball team. They're deep, they're big, they're fast, they're good at everything. That's why they won 25 games.
Fields knocks down the free throw, completes the three-point play. He has a team-high 12 points, a game-high 12 points for the senior from Newburgh, New York. Cal Poly now in a zone defense, trying to slow down UCI. They've shot 60% from the floor in the opening half. 54-32, 60 seconds remain. Darian Traylor in the right corner takes a dribble, terminates, finds Rutherford, low post right side. He draws the double team, loses the ball, last touched by Yakala, but just 10 to shoot for UCI.
Yeah, too bad. Cal Poly kind of double team, got the hand on the ball, but they couldn't secure it before it went out of bounds.
Max Hazard delivers a chest pass to the right wing. Traylor raises, misses the three short. It ricochets to Hazard. No excuse for him to be getting offensive rebounds, but a friendly roll. UCI earns themselves another 30-second shot clock. Hazard moves to his left, steps back, three in the air. It wiggles out, ball batted around, offensive rebound. Rutherford, he scores off the glass.
Well, he is just a bull down there.
Shot clock is dark, 56-32. UC Irvine by 24 on the road in San Luis Obispo in the opening half. As a team, UCI 24 for 41. Fields methodically dribbling the basketball on the right side, being watched by Hazard. Now he'll draw the trap. He dribbles between two defenders, bounces low left for Yakala, who misses the reverse layup. Long rebound to Hazard, 3 seconds left. Entry pass Traylor to the rim with the right hand. He misses. Rutherford with the putback stuff. And an emphatic way to end the opening half for UC Irvine. They lead Cal Poly at the break 58-32 inside the Mott Athletic Center. And they out-rebounded the Mustangs 30-12 in the opening 20 minutes.
Yeah, and for a while they were actually, with 7:33 remaining in the first half, the rebounding edge was 13-11. That means in the last 7.5 minutes, Irvine out-rebounded Cal Poly 17-1. That's a crazy stat, but that tells the story. I mean, that lead.
We're here to ask you to be safe.
Know your limits.
Know where your drink has been.
Keep your wits about you.
Don't drink till you pass out.
Be a good friend.
And look out for your friends.
Have fun.
But please,
Please.
Please.
But please, be safe.
The new Accord looks stylish, feels reliable and sturdy. This is great. And it has enough space in the trunk to fit 4 or 5 sets of golf clubs. Can't forget these.
What's up? My name's Marcellus Garrick, senior. I'm from Columbia, South Carolina. I'm a social major. I mean, I chose Cal Poly because of like the setting of everything, the environment, the people, the coaches. My teammates were real cool. I mean, I get a lot of love, so everything is solid. Yeah, Celis Flocka, stuff like that. I've been getting called that since I was, a little boy, so, that's my thing. Coach Reeves called me Selly with the jelly, so I like that one too. My favorite player is J1, Job Alexander. For sure that Gunna, Out the Hood, that's my favorite song right here. Probably like track. I feel like I'm fast on my feet and stuff like that. I can run and jump and everything. Yeah, I'm the best dancer on the team, like best video game player, stuff like that. So, I get it like that.
Celis, one of 3 seniors. He'll be honored on senior night along with Donovan Fields and Cubanijo on Saturday night when Cal Poly welcomes in UC Santa Barbara for the regular season finale in what should be a pretty darn near capacity crowd, you'd have to think. Usually is when Santa Barbara and Cal Poly get together here inside the Mott Athletic Center. At halftime tonight, UC Irvine all over Cal Poly through the first 20 minutes, 58-32 in large part to the 30-12 rebounding advantage Irvine has. Halftime report sponsored by Big Brand Tires. At Big Brand Tire and Service, you can stop in anytime for just about anything from Valvoline oil changes to new tires like Michelin and Goodyear, keeping you moving. It's what they do. Big Brand Tire and Service, big means go. Chris Sylvester with Lambeau. Alex Lambertson, the former Cal Poly shooting guard. And the Mustangs hung tough for about 10-12 minutes before UC Irvine started to shoot the you-know-what out of the basketball and also rebound all over the place as well.
Yeah, you look at the stats, and I mean, as you might expect in a 24-point game, 26-point game, UC Irvine is just dominating every statistic. The ones that are just crazy, again, we said it before the break, in the last 7.5 minutes of the first half, Irvine out-rebounded Cal Poly 17-1. They're ahead 17-0 in bench points, 30-14 in the paint, 18-6 second chance points. So, I mean, everything is going Irvine's way. But, again, let's give credit to Irvine. I mean, they're probably the best team I've seen Cal Poly play this year.
Yeah,
and they're playing like it tonight. I mean, everybody on that team is contributing. Their guards are super quick. Their big guys are big. And they just have a really nice balance of inside-outside presence on both ends of the floor.
Now, you put this Irvine team in the Pac-12 this year, they may be contending for the Pac-12 championship.
Absolutely. I agree with you.
They're a talented group, and the scary thing about it, sure, they have some seniors that have contributed, but they're going to bring back a good chunk of this year's squad, assuming nothing crazy happens in the offseason. At UC Irvine, they lead Cal Poly and San Luis Obispo at the break, 58-32. A quick look at the Big West Conference out-of-town scoreboard, sponsored by San Luis Sports Therapy. When injury gets you out, trust the movement experts to get you back at SL Sports Therapy, with 8 locations across the Central Coast. One final from yesterday, and it helps the Mustangs, but won't help them a whole lot if they don't come on back and make this a very memorable night in San Luis Obispo. Long Beach State, they wound up winning their last 5 games and roll into the conference tournament on a 5-game winning streak, having finished 8-8 in Big West play. They beat UC Riverside inside the Walter Pyramid 70-57 last night. At the break in Northridge, UC Santa Barbara leads CSUN inside the Matadome 44-38. Mustangs will see the Gauchos on Saturday night. CSUN will visit UC Irvine on Saturday night. Have fun with that. And UC Davis up in Northern California, they lead a struggling Hawaii bunch 36-25 at the break. Here at the break, it's 58-32. UC Irvine. Start of the second half comes your way next on the Cal Poly Sports Network from Learfield IMG College. Getting ready for the start of the second half in San Luis Obispo inside the Mott Athletic Center after 20 minutes of basketball tonight. UC Irvine leads Cal Poly 58-32. Great to have you with us on a Thursday night. Final week of college basketball regular season in the 2018-2019 campaign. In fact, there are some conference tournaments that started this week. Big West tournament starts a week from now. Mustangs will have to win either tonight, which doesn't look likely at the moment, or Saturday against UC Santa Barbara to be a part of the Big West Conference tournament. We'll get into the scenarios later in the ball game, I'm sure. The Learfield IMG College Directors Cup, the highly recognized mark of distinction in college athletics across all divisions, both men's and women's sports. Follow your favorite team's pursuit for excellence in this prestigious annual award through thedirectorscup.com, USA Today, or L-Directors Cup on Twitter. Learfield IMG College Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics since 1993. Mustangs shot 34% from the floor as a team in the opening half, 3 for 9 from the perimeter, Meanwhile, UC Irvine 25 for 43 as a team. That's good for 58% in the opening 20 minutes. 53% from beyond the arc. 7 for 13 were the Anteaters from distance. And a season high 58 points in one half for UC Irvine, having gotten to the foul line just twice.
With only one made free throw, pretty amazing. Cal Poly, I mean, they just need to break this second half into 4-minute segments and try and win each 4-minute segment. They're not going to get it all back at once if they get some of it back at all, but they have to just chip away.
Anteaters have the basketball first here in the second half, operating right to left in their charcoal road uniforms with the yellow and blue trim. Jonathan Galloway with 10 to shoot. Low post right side, running left-hand hook off the rim and in.
Nice play for a player who's really known more for his defense. He's not really a scorer, but he looked good on that one.
Job Alexander charges downhill, bounces to the left corner. Garrick raises and connects from distance. So Sellis with a game-high 14, his second made triple of the night. Cal Poly's fourth as a team, and it's 60-35 UC Irvine. 3 beats 2. Mustangs will need a whole lot of those with a foul away from the basketball on Cal Poly. First foul on either side comes with 19:09 left to play in this second half.
Yeah, not only that, Chris, Cal Poly only has 4 players that have scored, and Irvine has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So everybody's going to have to get involved and help.
Tommy Rutherford on the left baseline puts his back to the basket, posting up on Mark Crow. He spins around him, gets to the cup with the right hand, misses the shot. There's Galloway for the offensive rebound and the putback. He has the first 4 for UCI in this second half. Cal Poly just can't box out these Irvine bigs.
No, and the Irvine bigs are bigger than Cal Poly and stronger, and there's more of them.
And now Galloway swats away the Job Alexander layup attempt. Here comes Hazard the other way, and he's fouled on the way up. Right to left goes Max Hazard, 94 feet, and earns himself a trip to the foul line. Irvine will match their free throw attempt total right here when Max Hazard attempts 2 from the entire first half. They didn't need free throws to pull away in the opening half. As we mentioned, 58% from the floor, 7 made triples. Recipe for success. They're a well-oiled machine, and they have been for quite some time under Russell Turner. Only 1 NCAA tournament appearance in his 9-year tenure, but they've gone to the NIT twice. They've gone to the CIT, the CBI, and a program 7 straight seasons over 500.
Well, that just shows you why they're so good. The first 2 possessions, they just pounded Cal Poly inside with their bigs. They got a defensive rebound, and Max Hazard looked like Donovan Fields on that one. Their guards are really, really quick.
Hazard goes 1 for 2, but the Mustangs still can't grab a rebound as Evan Leonard threw it off of Mark Crow out of bounds, and Irvine's going to get a fresh 30-second shot clock. 63-35, 18:38 left to play in the game. The inbound comes to Hazard. He blows by Marcellus Garrick, finds Galloway on the left block, and he scores again. He has 6 points in the first 90 seconds of the second half.
That's probably what he's averaging on the season.
Irvine goes up 30. They won the first meeting by 27 2 weeks ago inside the Brent Event Center. Carlis Carroza, low post left side, working on Rutherford, catches him in the air, now tries the turnaround left-hand hook. He misses the shot and touched it last. Out of bounds it goes.
Yeah, Carlos kind of outguessed himself on that one. That was a good matchup there, and he kind of had good position. He should have turned left instead of turning right. Rutherford was right there.
Anteaters right to left in the second half. Robert Cartwright runs the show. He stops and starts. Euro steps down the lane to the cup with the right hand, and he scores.
Tell you, he and Hazard are just a handful to try and stay in front of.
It's a really good basketball team, I tell you. Mark Crow, he loses the ball, taken away by Hazard. UCI with the 3-on-2. Leonard to the cup with the right hand off the window and in. Joe Calero takes a timeout. 17:44 left to play in the second half of basketball. All UC Irvine tonight in San Luis Obispo. The Anteaters lead the Mustangs 69-35 on the Cal Poly Sports Network from Learfield IMG College. Donovan Fields knocks down a short jumper out of the timeout. 69-37, UC Irvine leads Cal Poly. They have outscored the Mustangs 40-14 in the painted area. Jonathan Galloway sends a head-high pass to Hazard on the left wing. His three is wide right, but UC Irvine has another offensive rebound. It's Rutherford on the left block who centers it to Hazard. Right-hand dribble down the lane. He finds Cartwright in rhythm for three. It trickles off the orange iron. Another offensive rebound for Rutherford, and Job Alexander takes the ball out of his hands and knocks it out of bounds.
Yeah, Rutherford's just one of those guys that he's just always around the ball.
Inbound comes the way of Tommy Rutherford, and Mark Crow swats the ball out of bounds. It'll stay with UC Irvine. Cartwright will trigger in next to a standing Russell Turner, even with his team up 32 points. The UCI headman up off the bench, coaching as if his team's down 30 points, and Cartwright has the ball slapped out of his hands as he comes down the left side of the lane. "32-point lead for UCI. They've led by as many as 34. Inbound comes the way of Evan Leonard on the left baseline. He skips it low left to Galloway, who plays it back to Leonard. His three is good in the left corner.
Yeah, and that's really what Galloway's known for. Is he's an excellent post passer. So he's been able to score a little bit here in the first couple minutes of the second half, but he's.
Job Alexander lets it fly. It wiggles out. That would have been his first made three of the season. Offensive rebound, Garoza. Job charging to the cup, high off the window. The shot no good. But the junior from Milwaukee, Wisconsin will shoot a couple of free throws. Now should UC Irvine hold on to this 35-point lead they have with 16:27 left, they'd be the first Big West team to go undefeated on the road since Pacific in 2005, and they joined Pacific as the only other Big West team to ever do so.
It's hard to believe that hasn't been done more. I know it's hard to do, but you think in the history of the Big West that there'd been a few more teams that have done that.
You think some of those UNLV teams in the early 90s, even go back to that great Long Beach State team in 2012. They wound up opening 15-0 and lost their last game of the regular season inside Titan Gym to Cal State Fullerton. Irvine with a win tonight, paired with a win on Saturday, they could become the first team since 2012 to go 15-1 in the conference. Alexander misses both. Welp is back in for UCI. He plays it to the corner. Rivers cuts down the baseline. Playing catch, gets it back to Welp. His mid-range jumper is good.
Boy, he has had a great game.
From the left elbow, Colin Welp scores again. Fields storms down the lane, gets to the cup with the right hand, and he's fouled by Elston Jones. Donovan Fields will shoot a couple of free throws. 74-37, UC Irvine leads Cal Poly. 16 minutes, 3 seconds left to play in the second half. Anteaters led 58-32 at the break. Fields first of two at the foul line, rattles home.
Yeah, it's funny how two teams can play and have two completely different games. I mean, Irvine had 74 at the end of the game a couple weeks ago.
Fields goes 2 for 2 at the stripe. It was 74-47 2 weeks ago inside the Bren Event Center. Cal Poly made some serious schematic changes, especially to their offense and their tempo since then, and it had benefited them against other teams in the conference. They had won a game and they had played more competitively on the road as Rivers raises from the right wing, misses the three. Another offensive rebound. Welp stick back, no, off the back of the rim, and Fields grabs the miss. Arcing pass up ahead. Garrick from the wing to the lane to the cup, fouled on the way up by Evan Leonard, and Sellis will shoot a couple of free throws.
He's looked good tonight. I mean, he's been very, very aggressive on offense the whole game.
Now, he's been great since Cal Poly has gone to this up-tempo offense. He has 14 points tonight and a chance to add to it with a couple of free throws when we return. 15:39 left to play in the game. UC Irvine leads Cal Poly 74-39 on the Cal Poly Sports Network from Learfield IMG College. 15 minutes, 39 seconds remain in the second half of basketball. 74-39, UC Irvine leads Cal Poly. Chris Sylvester with former Cal Poly shooting guard Alex Lambertson courtside inside the Mott Athletic Center. Final week of the regular season. Cal Poly will close it out against rival UC Santa Barbara on Saturday night. Senior night, honoring Marcellus Garrick, Donovan Fields, and Cubanizzo. Celis shooting a couple of free throws out of the timeout, and he drains the first of two.
You know, Chris, in a game of a bunch of crazy stats, here's the craziest one. Cal Poly's the bench scoring is 19-0. Cal Poly doesn't have 1 point off the bench tonight. That's never happened.
Now the Mustangs are pretty thin tonight. They're without Daxton Carr, who had a career-high 11 in the first meeting, and obviously they've been without Junior Ballard for quite a while. Colin Welp on the left elbow as Garrett goes 1 for 2. Hands off to Hazard. Hazard moves to his right. Bounces for Traylor, who plays it back to Hazard, who sends an entry pass low right to Elston Jones. Jones, a turnaround left-hand hook over the top of Tuka Yakala is all cotton.
All of UCI's big men are so good in the low post. I mean, that was just a really good, patient move.
40-plus points in the paint. Field sends an entry pass. Tuka to the rim with 2, and the flying Finn powers it down. 76-42. 14:50 left to play in the second half. Spencer Rivers sends a chest pass to the right side for Hazard. Now in the right corner, Darian Traylor. 15 to shoot for UCI. Elston Jones lowered the shoulder, knocks over Yakala. Offensive foul.
You know, it's funny. I've been waiting for Tuka to do that for several games now. He's a really pretty good low post defender. He gets really, really low, but he likes to bang instead of flop. And I've always thought if he flops, he can get that call. He just got it.
The fourth team foul on UC Irvine with 14:40 left to play in the game.
By the way, Tuka's bucket there a couple of seconds ago was the first bench points.
First bench points. Garrick up top, right-hand dribble down the lane, fouled on the floor.
Salas looked like a football player there hitting the hole.
Since Cal Poly has opened up the tempo, Celis has become more of a slasher, not settling for contested jumpers as he was when Cal Poly was more perimeter passing oriented on the offensive end. Yakala spins around Elston Jones, and the flying Finn scores off the window.
That was a nice veteran, the up and under move.
76-44. 14:10 left to play. Max Hazard takes a left-hand dribble into the paint, moves to his left, being watched by Garrick, skips it topside to Rivers. Rivers stops at the foul line, sends a head-high pass to Traylor on the right wing. His 3 off the right side of the rim. Tuka has the miss. He gets it ahead to Fields. Fields from the line to the lane to the cup with the right hand, off the backboard and in.
Hey, Tuka Yakala has led this little spurt here by Cal Poly on both ends of the floor.
6-0 run for the Mustangs. 13:45 left to play inside the Mott Athletic Center. 76-46. Traylor on the right side, holds near his belt buckle, moves to his left, delivers a chest pass to the left side for Rivers. Now Max Hazard in the left corner sends a right-hand push pass to Traylor. Anteaters working the ball around the perimeter as the shot clock hits single figures. Colin Welp, mid-post right side, working on Crow. Running left-hand hook is good.
Wow, beautiful move.
That's Russell Turner you hear in the background.
He's barking.
Not happy with the way his team has looked defensively the past couple of sequences. Celis, right elbow jumper off the left side of the rim. Ball batted around, out of bounds, last touched by Job Alexander. (78-46) UC Irvine leads. 13:09 left to play in the second half. If you're just joining us, obviously, if you've been living under a rock, you missed some news yesterday. It hasn't been a lack of effort on Cal Poly's end tonight. Cal Poly has stayed aggressive on both ends of the floor. UC Irvine has just been so much better in just about every category.
Yeah, they're playing against the best team in the conference, and this team is playing as well as they can play. Irvine, I'm talking about.
Welp down the left side of the lane to the cup with the right hand. He lays it in. 80-46. Colin Welp has 16 points off the bench.
In not a lot of minutes.
Marcellus Garrick takes a left-hand dribble down the lane, follow-away shot, rolls off the cylinder and into the arms of Elston Jones. Here comes Cartwright up the center of the floor. He moves to his right, puts the dribble in between his legs, centers it to Jones. Entry pass for Welp, and a reach and foul whistled on Mark Crow. Third on Cal Poly. Cubanizzo off the bench. He'll take the place of Job Alexander. Hollingsworth and Garoza will return for Cal Poly. And you can hear Joe Calero in the background saying, Carlis, you got whelp.
Yeah.
Cartwright will trigger in from the left baseline, 22 to shoot, a bounce pass to a cutting trailer to the rim, rejected by Hollingsworth. He grabs his own miss, out to Welp for three. Oh my,
Boy,
the redshirt freshman is doing it all tonight for UC Irvine. He has a game-high 19. Colin Welp. His first made triple, Fields follow-away jumper inside the foul stripe is off the back of the rim. Offensive rebound for Garoza. He holds underneath the basket and draws a foul. It's against J.C. Butler, the freshman from Wisconsin. 12:02 left. UC Irvine all over Cal Poly tonight inside the Mott Athletic Center. 83-46. Mustangs have shot 37% as a team. Irvine up near 60 still at 59. Garoza, low post right side, spins around. Welp misses the shot off the right side of the rim, grabs his own miss, sends a head high pass to Garrick on the left side. He works inside the arc, down the lane he goes, and he's fouled. That's the 7th on Irvine. Mustangs will be at the foul line when we return. 11:50 left to play in the game. Big West regular season champ UC Irvine leads Cal Poly 83-46 on the Cal Poly Sports Network from Learfield IMG College. Back inside the Mott Athletic Center where UC Irvine leads Cal Poly 83-46. Chris Sylvester, Alex Lambertson on hand. Regular season finale and home finale on Saturday night, senior night, as Cal Poly will welcome in rival UC Santa Barbara. Those two haven't seen each other since the conference opener in early January. Cal Poly saw UC Irvine and didn't have much success in Irvine 14 days ago, losing by 27 points. They trail 83-46 with 11:50 left to play inside the Mott Athletic Center. And Marcellus Garrick will be at the foul stripe. Out of the timeout, the senior from Columbia, South Carolina has 15. Donovan Fields has 17. Nobody else in double figures for the Mustangs. In Cal Poly's last contest, a 9-point loss at Long Beach State, the two combined for 57 points. Sellis had 30. Fields had 27, and it's been those two with not a whole lot of help elsewhere again tonight.
And Irvine has 5 players in double figures already.
A lot of depth on this team. Nobody averages more than 28 minutes per game on a team that's won 25 games. A win tonight gives them a program record 26th victory, and that'll likely grow to 27, hosting CSUN on Saturday afternoon.
And if they run the table and win the tournament, they'll have a 30-win season going into the big dance.
Tell you, man,
they're good.
I don't want to see them.
They're good.
I'm coming out of the ACC, SEC, Big East. I do not want to see UC Irvine. 83-48. Here comes Traylor down the lane, and a goaltend whistled on Hank Hollingsworth.
Yeah, that was on Garoza, but actually, that's a heck of a block. But they may have gotten the call right, but you got to love the effort by Carlos.
85-48. 11:25 left. Fields sporting a white headband picked up by Cartwright. Sends a right-hand push pass to Garrick. Garrick working on J.C. Butler. Dumps it low right to Hollingsworth. Picked up by Riddell. The turnaround left-hand hook off the back of the rim. But Hank Hollingsworth was fouled by the 7-footer, Solomon Riddell. And the 4th-year junior from Chelan, Washington will shoot a couple of free throws.
Really nice move by Hank there. It just didn't get the ball to go in. Russell Turner's up by what? He's up by almost 40, and he's going to lose his voice here. Wow.
Hollingsworth misses the first of two off the back of the rim.
We got to tell coach it's gonna be okay.
It's made him one of the better mid-major coaches in the country, I tell you that. Hollingsworth misses both. This one off the back of the rim. Over the back, foul whistled on Carlis Garoza. Garoza and Jonathan Galloway going at it now. Going to be a double technical between the two as they got tangled up prior to the inbound.
Okay, I like that. I like that by Carlos. Not going to back down.
Those are two pretty big, beefy guys. Both teams will be sent to their respective benches.
Just call double T and let's go here. What are they looking for?
Now it's 85-48 UC Irvine with 11:17 left to play in this game. And Jonathan Galloway is not happy, neither is Carlis Garoza. Garoza has been highly emotional on the floor at times. He's gotten into it before with the opposition this season, and now the officials.
It's okay, though. I like that fire. I mean, need to see more of that from everybody.
Three-man officiating crew of Bill Vinovich, Daryl Galinas, and Mark Fulton inside the Mott Athletic Center tonight.
You know, I think I'm 0 for my career on trying to guess what they're going to
yeah,
call
you
here.
are.
But I'm going to go out on a limb and say this is just going to be a double technical and nothing else. So let's see if I can get one right before the end of the season.
Quick review, and the officials will get together and make a decision. Yeah, I'd agree with you on that. I'm at about 14% on my scorers table official reviews, which isn't great, but I guess it's better than Ofer, right?
It's better than Ofer.
But I get to do all the road games. You only come to some of these.
Yeah, you got more.
Games.
You have more chances. There you go.
It's like if you and I were in a gym together shooting three-pointers,
right,
as we do every Tuesday at the local chapel in South County. Not really, but sounds like a plan. Maybe next Tuesday, huh?
Sure.
All right, the officials converge from the scorers table.
Well, since we guessed the same thing, we're either both going to be right or both going to be wrong. Let's see what happens here.
I think double T.
Hey, we got one right.
Yeah, is that the call? I hadn't heard anything from the PA
Well,
guy.
or maybe it was nothing. They didn't announce it.
It's a double technical.
All right.
9 team fouls now on Irvine, 5 against Cal Poly. The Mustangs will show some light full court press as Robert Cartwright crosses blades with Donovan Fields as he crosses the midcourt logo. A bounce pass low left for Riddell. Now J.C. Butler on the right side, picked up by Nijo. Centers it to Traylor, finds Cartwright, who comes down the baseline. And another goaltend whistled on Cal Poly, but the shot went anyway.
Yeah, boy, I tell you, Cartwright and Hazard, are there two quicker guards in the league? I mean, they're not tall, but man, are they quick.
87-48 with 10:55 left. Irvine's going to probably, I'd imagine, barring something unforeseen, get well over 100 in this game. Job Alexander moves left to right for the Mustangs. 10:45 left. Hollingsworth, low post left side, picked up by Riddell, draws the double team and draws a foul. It's the 10th on Irvine. And sending Hank Hollingsworth to the foul line for 2 as the Mustangs are in the double bonus for the final 10:41 of this second half. Hank Hollingsworth 0 for 2 at the foul stripe tonight. Bends his knees, flicks his wrist, and misses the first one off the right side of the rim. Just a 45% foul line shooter. He's seen his minutes decrease over the last 5 games, 15 minutes or less. Not necessarily due to struggles on his end, more so Carlis Garoza and Tuka Yakala with this up-tempo style. They can run the floor a little bit better than Hank.
Exactly, and they've just been playing better than Hank. So you're right. It has nothing to do with Hank playing poorly. It's just the other guys are playing better.
Hank goes 1 for 2. Carly Scarosa heads to the bench. Mark Crow is back in the game for Cal Poly. 87-49, 10:30 left. Trailer up top, picked up by Marcellus Garrick with 15 to shoot, 10:20 left to play in the game. Cartwright on the left side gets to the rim with the right hand and scores off the window.
And he's shifty. Get really good stop and go.
A 40-point lead for UC Irvine at Cal Poly with more than 10 minutes left to play. Alexander drives inside, rejected by the local kid Riddell. Butler sends an arcing pass up ahead for Trailer, and he's fouled on the floor by Cubanizo. Okay, here's what I'm interested in. There's 10:07 left to play in this game. Cal Poly is trailing at home by 40 points. What are we going to see from this group over the next 10 minutes?
I don't know, but you know, I don't expect them to pack it in. They're going to play hard. They've just run up against a team right now that's firing on all cylinders, and not only on all cylinders from their starters, but they're firing on all cylinders from their bench players as well. So I would be shocked if Cal Poly doesn't come out and continue to play hard regardless of what the score is.
10:07 left to play. Timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. UC Irvine leads Cal Poly by 40 inside the Mott Athletic Center, 89-49 on the Cal Poly Sports Network from Learfield IMG College. Not a good night for Cal Poly inside the Mott Athletic Center. They trail UC Irvine 89-49. Irvine ball out of the timeout. The inbound to the 7-footer Riddell, and tons of friends and family in attendance from nearby Los Osos, where he grew up. And he's on the board. His first points, 91-49. Nijo down the lane, off-balance shot with the left hand, rolls off the front of the cylinder. And Darian Trailer grabs the miss for UC Irvine. Irvine's at 91 points as Butler raises from the left corner, misses the triple. Offensive rebound, Galloway. A head-high pass up top to Trailer and a fresh 30 for UCI. This is a mismatch as Galloway spins around Crow, misses the shot. Ball batted around. Offensive rebound for J.C. Butler. And Karan's son will shoot a couple at the foul line as he was fouled on the putback attempt.
Boy, the rebounding advantage has gotten into the surreal area. Irvine has 48 rebounds. Cal Poly has 17.
J.C. Butler hails from Wisconsin, Racine, Wisconsin. Went to the same high school as his father, two-time NBA All-Star Karan Butler, who's now in the broadcast business. And that was his first miss at the foul stripe tonight. 9:33 left. UC Irvine leads Cal Poly 91-49, and Tuka Yakala is back in, replacing Marcellus Garrick. (92-49), 9:33 left. The starters are back in for UC Irvine. I don't know if I'd risk this. We got a lot to play for a week from now. We'll see. Personally, in a game of this margin, I'd be getting my young guys.
Yeah, actually
some
not
more-
all the
some more
starters are in
PT.
there. Some of the starters are in there.
Nijo, high arcing shot from up top. It bounces off the right side of the rim. And a foul whistled on UC Irvine. Mustangs are well into the double bonus. It's on the fifth-year senior Elston Jones, and Cal Poly will shoot a couple more at the foul stripe.
Yeah, Mark Crow crashed the boards on that one, got pushed from behind.
Mark Crow at the foul line, the first of two, 61% at the stripe. Fouled out, had a baker's dozen at Long Beach State, despite going 1 for 10 from the perimeter against the 49ers this past Saturday, as Crow drains both at the stripe. 92-51, 9:05 left. I tell you, Cal Poly's going to lose 3 really good seniors, 3 good scorers, 3 pretty good perimeter shooters in Kubanijo, Donovan Fields, and Marcellus Garrick. But of the returners, as Max Hazard misses a right elbow jumper, but it's another offensive rebound for Elston Jones, fresh 30 for UCI. Rutherford, low left, sends a right-hand push pass to Rivers, who works inside the arc, takes a right-hand dribble to the elbow. He fades, he fires, and Doc Sun fills it up. 94-51. Mark Crow's coming back. He's going to be the guy with the most experience as a starter and minutes-wise and scoring-wise on the group next year. And obviously, we have no idea what next year's going to look like at this juncture, but Cal Poly is a very right on cue. He hits a jumper inside the foul line. Cal Poly has an all-conference caliber type player for the next couple of years in Mark Crow.
Yeah, no doubt. And he's been good since the minute he got to Cal Poly. And I actually think of all the players on the team, he maybe is the most improved player this year.
Rutherford misses a straight-on 3, an offensive rebound for Elston Jones. Fresh 30. Hazard on the right baseline finds Jones. His right-hand floater from just outside the restricted area is good.
And the rebound total is now 50 to 17.
Yeah, 50 to 17. Not going to get close in a whole lot of games when the rebounding margin is that large. 96-53. Alexander tries another 3. It's off the right side of the backboard. Elston Jones grabs the miss. 7:45 left. Hazard in the right corner. His 3 is good. 99-53. UC Irvine with 7:30 left in San Luis Obispo. Alexander crosses the green time stripe. Cal Poly's out of timeouts. This 7:25 can't tick off the clock soon enough. Nijo curls, catches, misses the 3 off the back of the rim. Long rebound caroms into the long arms of Job Alexander. His entry pass to the right baseline for Hollingsworth is back to the basket. A bounce pass taken away by Leonard. Up ahead, Hazard on the lone from the line to the lane to the cup. He lays it in off the window. They have crossed the century mark. It's 101-53 with 7 minutes left. Alexander up the left sideline for Cal Poly. Mark Crow takes a dribble to the foul line, finds Alexander, who feeds Yakala near the restricted area, and Tuca draws a foul. He'll shoot a couple of free throws when we return. UC Irvine leads Cal Poly inside the Mott Athletic Center 101-53 with 6 minutes and 49 seconds left to play in the game. This is Mustangs basketball on the Cal Poly Sports Network from Learfield IMG College. First time in almost 4 years that Cal Poly's given up 100 points in a regulation basketball game. They trail UC Irvine 101-53. Last time an opposition got to the century mark in a regulation 40-minute college basketball game against Cal Poly. It was December of 2015 on the road at USC inside the Galen Center.
It's amazing, Chris, is they've got 101 points, 3 from the free throw line. That's, anytime somebody gets that many points, you think, okay, they're getting to the line, they're scoring there with the clock stopped and so forth, but that hasn't been the case.
Tukayakala shooting a couple of free throws out of the timeout. UC Irvine leads by 48 points, 101-53. 6 minutes, 49 seconds left. And Yakala bounces in the first of 2. Cal Poly will have to beat UC Santa Barbara, then win a coin flip, and hope that UC Riverside loses at UC Davis on Saturday in order to make the Big West tournament, where they'd see UC Irvine again. Yakala goes 2 for 2. It's 101-55 with 6:40 left in the game. Rivers on the left side feeds Rutherford, cutting to the basket with the right hand. He misses the floater off the front of the rim. Carlise has a flat-footed rebound. Donovan Field sends an arcing pass up ahead. Mark Crow's 3 off the back of the rim. J.C. Butler grabs the miss. Here comes Cartwright, right to left. Left-hand dribble into the paint, rejected at the rim by Carlise Garoza. Loose ball picked up by Fields. He delivers a chest pass to the right side for Garrick, who's fouled on the floor by Butler. Mustangs in the double bonus, and Sellis will shoot a couple of more free throws. He's 5 for 7 at the foul stripe, tied for a team-high 17 points.
Yeah, you're right, Chris. I don't know, a month ago he would have pulled up and shot that 3.
So Sellis at the stripe, he misses the first off the back of the rim. Elsewhere in the Big West Conference, CSUN leads UC Santa Barbara 63-62. 7 minutes left inside the Matadome. Hawaii has erased an 11-point halftime deficit. They lead Davis inside the pavilion 63-56 with 5:05 left. Yesterday, Long Beach State beat UC Riverside inside the pyramid 70-57. 49ers right along with these Anteaters, red hot closing the regular season as Hazard drains an open look from the left wing. 104-56, 5:55 left to play in the second half. Donovan Fields sporting a white headband. Dribbles underneath the foul line, draws the double, finds Garrick in rhythm. Right wing triple is good. So Sellis with 21 points to lead all scorers, and that's what he's averaged over his last 3 games. .525 left, 104-59. Cal Poly as a team 5 for 15 from distance. Butler down the left baseline, underhand feed to Rutherford, who thunders it home with 2 hands as he hovers above the cup and dangles on the rim.
Yeah, nice play by Butler there.
106-59, 5:05 left in the game. Mark Crow takes a right-hand dribble inside the arc, bounces to the left corner for Fields. He puts his gun back in his holster, delivers a right-hand push pass to Crow on the right wing, and Mark Crow connects from distance.
Yeah, that was very unselfish by Donovan Fields because he was actually wide open in the corner himself. I'm surprised he didn't shoot that.
Back-to-back made triples for the Mustangs, and Mark Crow's 3rd made bucket from beyond the arc tonight. 106-62. Hazard bounces low right. Rutherford powers up the layup and scores off the glass. 108-62, 4:30 left to play inside the Mott Athletic Center. Donovan Fields across the green time stripe, puts the dribble behind his back, works to the left baseline, spins around Butler, takes an extra step as he works inside the paint and scores with the right-hand floater. He's got 19.
Yeah, he got away with a hook there.
Might have gotten away with an extra step as well. 108-64, 4:10 left. Butler in the right corner, moves to his left, inside the arc, to the rim with the right hand, off the window, off the right side of the rim, no good. He grabs his own miss after the ball was batted around. Hazard up top, watched by Marcellus Garrett, gets it to the right side for Rivers. Jones out to set a screen. Rivers decides to backpedal near the midcourt logo, picked up by Donovan Fields. He delivers a chest pass to the left side. Hazard moves to his right, feeds Rutherford, cutting down the left side of the lane. He's rejected at the rim and loses the ball.
Great play by Tukayakala.
Crow sends an arcing pass up ahead for Fields. To the corner, Garrett gets to the rim with the right hand, off the window and in. Acrobatic finish plus the foul for Sellis.
Boy, acrobatic is correct. I hope Sellis is okay. I think he is. He went down hard, but wow, what a shot.
Marcellus has 23 points and will shoot a free throw when we get back. 3:32 left. UC Irvine leads Cal Poly 108-66 on the Cal Poly Sports Network from Learfield IMG College. Three minutes, 32 seconds left to play inside the Mott Athletic Center. UC Irvine will match Pacific in 2005 as the only other Big West team to go undefeated on the road. They lead Cal Poly 108-66. Marcellus Garrick working on one of his better games in a Mustang uniform after his best one scoring-wise with 30 at Long Beach State. Adds to his total. He has 24 points tonight. He knocks down the free throw after laying up and in a shot off the backboard prior to our final timeout on the floor tonight. 108-67, 3:20 left. There is still one starter on the floor for UC Irvine, but that's because they're a bit thin tonight without the services of Yasu Werku and John Edgar Jr. Cartwright, who started, he has the basketball as the shot clock hits single figures. A left-hand dribble into the paint. He feeds Riddell. The Los Osos product misses the turnaround right-hand hook shot, and Hollingsworth has the rebound. Hank hands off to Jared Rice, who comes left to right for Cal Poly. He hands off to Garrick, who has it topside with 2:55 left. Now Rice plays it back to Garrick, who delivers a chest pass to the left side for Alexander. He dumps it low left to Yakala. Tuca spinning around on Riddell. Finds Alexander across the lane. Shot clock hits single figures. Jared Rice at the foul line. Takes a left-hand dribble into the paint. Fall-away floater is good.
Yeah, tough shot by Rice.
108-69, 2:30 left. Anteaters are going to set a program record with 26 wins. They'll move to 26-5, 14-1 in the Big West. With a win on Saturday, they'd match the 2000-2001 squad that also went 15-1 in conference play. Traylor raises up top, his three wide left. Hollingsworth has the rebound. Garrick sprints up the right side of the floor, picked up by Traylor, works into the lane, hands off to Tuca, and Yakala fouled on the way up with 1:57 left.
Really nice play by Marcellus. Very unselfish. He could have gone to the rim himself, but he dished it off to Tuca.
This victory tonight for UC Irvine will also give them the most road wins in college basketball with 13.
That's amazing.
Nobody.
This
not
year.
Duke,
Yeah.
not North Carolina, not Gonzaga, not Virginia.
That's an amazing stat.
It's UC Irvine.
Wow.
Yakala misses the first of two.
Yeah, you'd think maybe Gonzaga.
They went on the road and lost a couple of games earlier this. It's not that. My apologies. Irvine's played more games on the road than Gonzaga. Gonzaga has one road loss, but Irvine has the most road wins.
Gotcha.
Irvine, to their credit, they've only lost twice on the road. 1:35 left. 108-69. Butler comes down the right side of the lane and a jump ball called as he gets tied up. Possession arrow points the way of the Mustangs. Cal Poly's going to have to bounce back if they want to get to the Big West tournament. They'll have to beat rival UC Santa Barbara in this building 48 hours from now and hope they win a coin flip, assuming UC Riverside loses at UC Davis on Saturday.
Well, I'd really like to see the Mott Athletic Center be full for that game. It's a rivalry game, last home game of the year. I'd love to see everybody turn out.
Marcellus Garrick connects from distance. He drains a right wing triple. 27 for Celis Flaka.
Boy, he's looking at back-to-back 30-point games. He can get another 3.
Maybe. 65 seconds left in this one. 108-72. Blue-green rivalry Saturday, as you mentioned, partner. And obviously a must-win game if Cal Poly wants to extend their season to the Big West tournament. And it will be Cal Poly's last here inside the Mott Athletic Center under Joe Calero, as Solomon Riddell misses the layup, but the putback appropriately for J.C. Butler, as Irvine not only has more paint points, more second chance points, but a 56th rebound to Cal Poly's 24 tonight.
Yeah, let's see if Celis can get another 3-pointer here and hit the 30-point mark.
Alexander down the left baseline, gets it out to Celis. One-on-one with Butler. See if Celis triggers one up. He does. He pulls the trigger and airballs the 3. It bounces away. Shot clock is dark. Irvine should dribble out these remaining seconds and mercifully end this game.
Yep.
110-72. UC Irvine will beat Cal Poly tonight inside the Mott Athletic Center. And the Anteaters will have tied Pacific in 2005 as the only other Big West team to go undefeated on the road in conference play. Russell Turner and Joe Calero shake hands one final time.